I'm back. I know what you're thinking. Nicola, we get to see you twice in 1 week? Twice in 1 month? What is happening? Oh, well, I today I think I came up with the idea that's going to make me, um, a millionaire without having to do work because, that's, the American dream is to decide that you want to do something and then not have to work for it and just get money. But, sorry, there's a piece of shirt on my finger. Today's gonna be really short because I don't have that much going on. But tomorrow I'm having a flex sigmoid, which is I'm not really sure what the flex part means. Maybe flexible, flexboys, sigmoidoscopy. I don't know. I've done it probably 20 times, and I just go to the outpatient pavilion at St. Joseph's and pick which nurse I want to try to poke me 10 times to get an IV because it's always a great time. And basically what my doctor does is, I'm not going to explain it completely. I mean, the people that watch this are pretty mature and know what it kind of is, but one way or another, this little rubber balloon, well, it starts out with a tiny balloon, is inserted. I'm trying to blank. Nope. Maybe they're called strictures. I don't know, but it's where your intestines. You would think that I would know this kind of stuff, but my mom pretty much just tells me what to do and what's going on, and I just listen to her because if you know her, you just listen to her too. But what it is your skin, like, say this is what your intestines is supposed to be. It goes like this and blocks food from going, which is really painful, especially because I eat a lot of like French fries and grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff that's hard. So when you're having fried food, try to scrape up against your intestines. Real honest to goodness, any food, rice hurts it. Um, it's really painful and it sucks. And so my doctor, Dr. Ennis, I think I asked if I could put his name on here. Anyways, Dr. Ennis, he goes in with this balloon and slowly inflates it, and he tries. The most we've ever done, I think, is 15 centimeters, which doesn't seem like a lot to you, but to this intestine, that is a great time. A great time and a half, actually. We're stoked. But I've woken up during it because all they give you, not all, it's a lot for most people, is Demerol and Versed, which is a pain medication, um, and then something to put you to sleep for a little while. But when you have it so many times, your body gets used to that and it doesn't work anymore. So I woke up like 3 or 4 times, and so I told Dr. Ennis um, that I can't do it and wake up because imagine waking up with literally a pole and an inflated balloon, whichever way they went, stretching something in your stomach. I remember waking up every time. Um, but I also do remember once I woke up and there was a nurse next to me and I grabbed her by her shirt and just started screaming the F word at her. And that was the last time that it had happened. So I think that was Dr. Ennis's, like, I don't know, his big aha moment where it's maybe we should do something different. So as dumb as it sounds for having this, which is like almost the exact same thing as a colonoscopy, except colonoscopies, they just look. That's how they probably do it too. Um, Colonoscopies, they look this, they're like stretching an area out as well because it needs to be stretched. And so I get a full anesthesiologist. And let me tell you, it is at most a 15-minute procedure. It's like in out, literally. He does, I would guess that he does probably 10 to 15 patients every Tuesday when he does these. Um, so to have an anesthesiologist that's used to like 4, 8, 12-hour surgeries to come down, I feel a little bit like an idiot, but I'd rather feel a little bit like an idiot than feel a lot of pain. So that's going to be fun tomorrow. But what I'm doing today is drinking a lot of Miralax, and I drank half of it and just threw that up. So my doctor called because we talk like we're friends. He called and I told him that I threw it up and that I didn't want to drink that again plus another thing. and he said to just drink what I can, which is awesome because honestly, I've argued with him so much over stuff. I think he just kind of tells me what he thinks I'm going to tell him I want, just to kind of be the nice doctor, if that makes sense at all. But anyways, when I was getting sick today, I had this grand idea, and this wasn't even, this, okay, turns out this is going to be a lot longer than I thought, but you can turn it off whenever. The whole, this I thought was going to be a great idea, but it wasn't my idea. And this is already cool. Like, I love getting messages from people on YouTube, like, that I don't know, and just saying thank you and that kind of stuff is awesome. I didn't expect that. This was more of a way for me to kind of vent about stuff that's happening in my life, and to have 200 friends on Facebook. I don't just have 200 friends on Facebook. I'm just saying that's about the amount that asks me every like 6 months, how are you doing? This is a hell of a lot easier way. Well, I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, I had this idea because when you do the sigmoidoscopy, which most people don't do, or like a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or stuff, they give you this huge plastic thing, and it has this gross powder in it, and they make you fill it up, and I think it's like 2 gallons, and you have to drink it in 2 hours. One, it tastes like ass. Two, it's a lot of liquid for you, for your little tummy to take, especially when you're probably getting this stuff done because something's wrong or hurting, or well, it just needs to be done so you don't feel that well anyway. So for them to, and it's not the doctor's fault because it's what works. Um, but I'm not a doctor, and I've come up with a lot of ways, a lot of things. It's not to get around the system by any means. It's just doing the same thing, taking smaller steps in doing it, so that your day is not quite as crappy. And I don't know if I'm not a writer. I like to write, but I don't like people to read what I write. And so, I mean, today I just like, this was only like 3 minutes at my mom's office, and I just went nuts like with all these ideas. Just because I know what it's like to have to drink. I drank that thing once, and then my doctor told me, well, you can just drink a tub of Miralax, and you can mix it with Gatorade. And then I realized I can mix it with any clear liquid. So instead of drinking 2 gallons of Gatorade throughout the day, I'll do like half of, like, a cup of hot tea, then a cup of lemonade, and then a cup of ice. Well, that's not true. Iced tea, and another cup of Gatorade, and so on and so on. So it's not the same thing because you get so nauseous and you want to throw up. And on day like today, since today's the day before I do it tomorrow, obviously, I can't eat anything. So I'm in my mom's room, the farthest room from the kitchen, because I have zero self-control. I was supposed to eat anything past midnight, and I woke up this morning at like 2:45, and I was hungry, and I had an entire Butterfinger. Don't even get me started. So it's just like hard to not eat throughout the day. But my doctors told me about patients that he that say, yes, I did the clean out, I drank everything, took the pills that you told me to take, and then he gets like his scope down their mouth, and he can't go anywhere because they lied and didn't do it. Then you have to do the whole process over again, and it's not worth it. So I don't know how I'm gonna get this publication out, or how I'm gonna do this. I know it's gonna take months and months, but I just know that I have so much information that I can offer people that my doctor says just do your thing. He doesn't even give me the prescriptions and stuff anymore because we drink. I found something over the counter, and it's just ways to make it a lot easier. So I don't know how to go about doing this. As of right now, I'm just writing out all my notes, and like stuff just comes to mind. Like right now, I just thought of something. So I just write it out as I go, and I hope that it will help at least one person. How about that? How about if I can at least help one person with this, make their clean out proper, easy. And honest to goodness, you have to find the humor in everything. And I know I've said that before, but if you are just miserable, like I've broken down twice today. It's really hard to just be like, I'm doing the clean out and I love it, and everything that I'm eating or drinking tastes good. No, that's not how it happens, and people know that you're gonna be a big fat freaking liar. So you just have to find the humor in everything, and as I've been writing notes, I've been like kind of writing down cute little antics that maybe they'll work with it, maybe they won't, but I just somehow I realize that, and it's not that I'm a doctor, or I'm not, by no means will I go against what my doctor says. Nor do I think that I'm sometimes smarter than them, or know what I'm talking about, which is true because I do. But yeah, I want to get all this on paper and then all this on a computer and do something with it because my name is Nicole Clift and I think I'm right about everything. And but I know I'm right about this, and I know that this will be really helpful to some people. And if you've ever done a clean out, you know exactly what I'm talking about, how crappy it is. No pun intended. I need sound effects. No. But yeah, so anyways, I don't even know what the point of my talk today was, but I want anybody that's out there that's thinking, oh, you know, I have a colonoscopy in a couple weeks or a couple months. I'm not looking forward to my clean out. Get ready, folks, because I'll have a good one. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I probably won't talk to you tomorrow. Bye. I don't know how to do a cheesy blog wave. Dork.